Alright. Oh. So the earlier years of Hitler, he was born April 20th, 1889 in the small town of Braunau in Austria. His parents are Alois and Clara Hitler. His father's Alois. He did extremely well in primary school, but secondary school was a larger challenge. In primary school, a lot of his teachers were proud because of the fact that he had a really good academic future, and he was also top of the class. But when he got to secondary school, it was a larger challenge, and so basically when he was no longer top of class, he gave up and quit trying. This caused conflict between him and his father, because his father was hoping that his son would succeed. Adolf Hitler's father died 1894, if I'm not mistaken, and his mother died shortly after that. Both parents died when he was about 18 years old. Before his mother died, though, he begged her to let him drop out of secondary school because he did so horribly to the point where they were going to make him repeat. And so after begging his mother, she finally allowed him to drop out, where he moved to Vienna, and he tried to get into the Vienna Academy of Art. He was rejected, though. He joined Germany in World War I. He finally figured that he had a chance to fight for something, people with a common goal. And even at a young age, he always enjoyed playing war games with other students. And also, he hated the Jews when he was young as well. He served as a dispatcher, which was basically whenever they needed a message sent from the front to the back, he ran. And there was one day where 5 out of 8 dispatch runners were killed. He was granted 5 medals, including the prestigious Iron Cross, but only achieved the rank of corporal. During World War I, he was blinded by a British mustard gas attack, which sent him into the hospital. And during his time in the hospital, Germany had surrendered, which caused Hitler to fall into a depression. He felt all his hard work and everything he's done to get to this point was for nothing. Nothing really interesting happened during his later years between World War I and World War II. The only thing I can say is that he joined the German World Party or something like that. And basically what happened was he was recruited by Germany to be a political officer speaker for all of the officers because they were interested in his view on politics. In the German Workers' Party, he was basically sent as a spy because they weren't sure if it was a conspiracy against Germany or with them. He realized that their goals were actually quite similar to his, and they had begged him to join. All of us know about World War II, and Hitler was basically the main cause of the Holocaust, which was the mass elimination of Jews. But also, World War II started when Germany attacked Poland, and Hitler wanted to dominate Europe. A lot of people don't know is that when he attacked Russia, he didn't exactly lose right there. When they attacked Russia, they actually had won for quite some time. And while attacking Moscow, he had almost completely taken over, but once he got overconfident, he figured, oh, I'll send more troops towards a different area. Therefore, he didn't completely conquer Moscow and sent his troops straight into Russia's winter. He decided to send more of his more powerful tanks, which had basically what had helped them win the war up to this point. Once everything was frozen and his army had to retreat, Germany could not suffer such a big loss. So Hitler once again had identified the Jews as Germany's enemies and decided to wipe out all the Jewish people. Hitler attacked the Allies started to close in and Germany began to fall. Once Russia was able to get back up on its feet and counterattack, and we also had the U.S. who entered the war, Germany started to actually recede back into Germany. And in March 1945, Hitler had demanded to destroy all of Germany's industries. If he were to go out, he was taking all of Germany with him. So as the Allies got closer, Hitler got more and more scared and decided that if they were going to kill him, he was going to take all of Germany out with him. 10 days later, March 29, 1945, he married his mistress, Eva Braun, only to commit suicide the very next day, shooting himself through the mouth with a pistol. Basically, my observations of Hitler was that he was a quitter. Basically, whenever life got hard, he gave up any competition, and he could not accept defeat. Despite this fact that he's one of the most successful leaders of all time, being one of the only people to actually come that close to conquering the entire world, and to bring an entire country that's basically fallen back up on its feet. And he got everybody in Germany to follow behind him, basically because he appealed to what they all wanted to hear. And he also left the world in fear and ruin. Basically, everybody's kind of afraid that another Hitler may rise. And also, before he left, he was getting ready to take out Europe, or Germany, which means that he left that place to where they had to repair right after the war. My conclusion is, no matter what happens in life, never give up, because there's always an opportunity for success if you just keep looking. If Hitler maybe didn't give up, if he maybe didn't get overconfident, he might have actually succeeded in what he was trying to do. That would conclude my slide.
Did you ever read anything about him being an artist?
Yeah, he sold postcards during his time in Vienna, because once he was rejected from the Vienna Academy of Art, he was ashamed to actually tell his mother that, so he pretended to live as a student there, and he made his living selling postcards until World War I.
Did you ever read his book, Mein Kampf?
Where did he commit suicide? Like, where was he? Was he in Germany at his house, or was
He was in what was called a wolf's lair, which was basically like his little hideout.
Okay.
So he was kind of just hiding from everybody until he realized, oh, they were right outside of Berlin.
Okay.
Okay, good job.